you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their rivals and co-tenants here in the building, the New York Jets. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. This was caught by Crowder. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Red lady, get. Pilot, 64, weak.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Protein spill.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And out across midfield down to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Topper! 57. Mike, 57. Hit it.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones from the gun.
Overthrew it. God damn it.
They're going to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Grant Haley in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they go with Dixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rebuck. 59, hey, Delta. 59. Come up the ball. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man there. That's Bellamy. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Bellamy, 50 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
too soft. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's like bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know.
Now McCoy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, two. Be careful.
Now fails. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
After the sack on 1st down, McCoy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
It's hauled in by Dodson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McCoy. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's McCoy.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing his fails, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
What you doing?
Of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Move your forfeit. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, team.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, McCoy. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another. So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh? Not at all. Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be a 2nd and long. At the 43-yard line.
Hey, Wahoo!
Back to throw. McCoy. The throw caught by Cole. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 8, read. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Get it.
Throwing after the interception. McCoy gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Second and 3. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
McCoy now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Protein spill.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go.
Hey, orbit. 51's the mic.
Off play action. McCoy. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
60 Pittsburgh.
This is Lewis. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the set.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Go, go, go.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Switch, switch, switch.
Five.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Dixon running from the shotgun. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Dixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
57's Mike.
From the 39. Fails. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, McCoy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
McCoy now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, McCoy. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Dixon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
61, matchbox lights. Kill. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm on. Greystone, travel. Lights 57's right. I got you, son. You're all mine. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. It's brought in by Doxson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
70, Indy. 80 weapons. Now.
On first down, Dixon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm she gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no farming. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.